Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I look hella dry, my skin is dry. That's because I haven't moisturized or done any skin prep. In today's video, I'm going to be taking you guys through a detailed makeup tutorial for beginners from start to finish. Might I say this is the only tutorial that you'd need. This is going to be really simple, and if you get this routine down, it's probably going to take you 20 minutes or less. You can switch out with any products that work for your skin type, and you can switch out the lip color to make this look bold or subtle, everyday makeup or night makeup, date night makeup, whatever like sails your boat. Yeah, so let's get into it. First off, you want to do skin prep. Make sure your skin is moisturized. Whatever skin type you have, you're using products that are helping your skin. I like to start off with my toner. This is the Paula's Choice Advanced Replenishing Toner with hyaluronic acid. For the winter time, my skin has become more on the dry side, so this definitely really helps with moisturizing my skin. Also with the fast, my skin looks very parched, so definitely using a hydrating toner has helped on days when I'm not wearing makeup, or even days where I'm wearing makeup. As you can see, my skin has just come alive. I'm gonna go in with a few extra steps that you don't have to. I like to use my advanced nail mucin from COSRX. This just gives me an extra layer of hydration. It is an essence. I just find that it really helps with the moisture and oil balance on my skin. I also like to do eye cream, which is not necessary. Just because I have it, I'm gonna use it. This is the Best Brightening Eye Gel with caffeine and vitamin C, which are going to help to lighten the under eye area. Also add an extra layer of hydration. You guys know how much I love to use concealer and powder, so this is going to definitely help those areas to stay moisturized as I go in with layers and layers of powder. This is the Best Skin Soak Moisture Cream. I always suggest you do your eyebrows first. If you did do your skin prep, you definitely want to take this step to wipe off any products on your eyebrows, so that when you put on your eyebrow products, they stick to your eyebrow hairs. Otherwise, you're gonna have a problem with slippery brows, and you don't want that. You want your brows to stay put. Better still, you can use a little bit of setting powder on the eyebrows and keep it pushing. So it's either you use a tissue to wipe off the excess, or just go in with your setting powder. This is one from one size, and you're just going to push that into your eyebrow just to get it to look matte. It just takes off any excess shine off your eyebrows, and yeah, eyebrows are looking matte. This is gonna help the longevity of your eyebrows, and you want to just brush the eyebrow hairs up. Then you're gonna go ahead and start to fill them in. This is from Evita Joseph. I've been using it in almost all my tutorials. What I do is go below my eyebrows, and I just draw like an excess line just at the bottom here, and I just follow the shape of the eyebrow. I need to get my eyebrows trimmed. I haven't gotten time to do that. We're gonna just push through this one, and at the top you want to start just where the eyebrow starts. You don't want to draw any excess lines, and again you're just going to follow the shape of the eyebrow just like this, and you just want to make sure that the tail comes together just like this. So after you do this step, you want to just draw strokes here at the front of the brow and just inside the eyebrow. So I like my eyebrows thick and dark, so you can fill them out how thick or dark you want them. So it's gonna look like this, as you can see, and you're gonna go back into your spoolie, and you're just going to blend the eyebrow products through. One thing you're going to be noticing throughout this routine is blending. You need to blend your makeup out properly. So the next step after drawing the eyebrows is to go ahead and sculpt them out. I personally like to use a concealer concealer 2 to 3 shades lighter than me to clean up the bottom of my eyebrow. This is the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. I just like to dab that here, and I go in with my flat brush and I just go ahead and follow the shape of the eyebrow. And then blend it out. And I go in with a concealer that is my skin tone. I like this one from NARS. This is in the shade Truffle. This is the NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer. I'm gonna use that to clean the front bit of my eyebrow, like right here. And then all the way at the top, I'm going to clean the eyebrows. And then just fade the front here. When it comes to eye makeup, you can use concealer, but I've recently discovered using something else. I like to use my bronzer for my eyelids because my eyelids are naturally like discolored. Don't get me wrong, I love them because they give me the best eyeshadow look, but I just feel like using bronzer, especially as a black girly, it just works so much better. Hear me out. So I go in with my NARS bronzer. I'm almost hitting pound on this product. I really love it. I just go in with the tiniest bit and I put that on my eyelids just to unify the discoloration on my eyelids. I just start off at the front of my eyebrow, just like so, and I just go ahead and kind of wing it out like this. Don't take it up to the brow bone, just leave it in the crease just like this, and it looks weird, but it will look better in just a bit. Just trust the process. You could use an eyeshadow brush, like a fluffy brush, to do this, and it does not have to be perfect. You are just kind of creating shape with the bronzer like this. As you can see, it just does something. If you have extremely oily eyelids like myself, you want to go in with some powder with a fluffy brush again. It is going to dust that on your eyelids like this, just to set down the cream bronzer. Using cream bronzer is so much better than using powder bronzer because it just makes everything look better, and it's just going to serve as a base for the eye look that we are going to create. So as you can see, it just makes everything look so much better. I recently got this eyeshadow palette from Morphe. This is the 350 Supernatural Glow. I love it because it has like various colors in it. So I'm gonna go in with like a flesh toned brown, like this brown, which is similar to the bronzer shade I used on my eyelids. And I'm gonna go in with my fluffy brush. I'm just going to put that in my crease. As you can see, it just melts into the bronzer and it looks so good. Next step is to go in with any shimmery shade. You can use your highlighter at this point. I'm gonna go in with this shimmery shade right here, just here. Spread that out. It doesn't have to be perfect. Should look something like this, and you're gonna go into a darker brown. So I'm gonna just use this shade right here, and I'm going to use that to smoke out the eye look. You can just leave it like this, especially if you're just doing like a daytime look, but this is like a classy, easy eye look that I always go for. It's gonna look something like this. Super simple, very easy on the eyes, and just really classy looking. So if you want to take this up a notch, you can use a liquid eyeliner to draw like a line right on your lash line. You guys know that I always prefer using powdered eyeshadow to do my lines. From this point, you can decide to apply false eyelashes or not. I'm gonna do that just because I want to look glamorous today, so I'm gonna go in with my false eyelashes. And lately I've been liking the false mascara just because it looks more natural to me, in my opinion. I like to just coat my false eyelashes with some glue and set them down to dry down. So we're gonna start off with the base. You definitely need a good primer. Okay, my lighting keeps going in and out. Obviously I'm using natural lighting, so please forgive me. I'm gonna use the NYX face glue gripping primer. I love this. I feel like it is so nice. If you are extremely oily, I won't suggest this, especially if it's very hot like the coming summer. But if it's like cold, you can get away with using this sort of primer. That is great. It's grippy, it's so moisturizing, it leaves my skin dewy. Also because I might be using a lot more product than I'm supposed to. It works for me right now because my skin is more on the dry side. But on days where it's hot and I'm gonna need my makeup to stay long, I will definitely use something matte. I'm gonna give my primer a minute to settle in before I go in with my foundation. While I do that, I'm gonna show you guys my favorite matte primers on all price ranges. My favorite affordable matte primer is the e.l.f. liquid poreless putty primer. Amazing. The next one is not on the affordable side, but it works so well. This is the Pore Eclipse mattifying primer from Milk Makeup. One of my personal favorites. As you can see, I've been through half of it and it hasn't even lasted like a really long time. This is the Danessa Myricks Beauty Yummy Skin Water Powder Serum. Love it. And this is my personal favorite for everyday makeup. It has skincare benefits in it. It is pricey, but if it's like really hot, I'm doing natural makeup and I want my makeup to look good, skin like, and basically I don't want any pores showing. This is the Dr. Brandt Pore Refiner Primer. It minimizes the look of pores, absorbs oils, and mattifies shine. It is so good. My friend Lenny put me on this years ago. For foundation, I'm going to be using the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation, which is a little bit on the orange side. It is full coverage. So I'm going to be using my LA Pro Color Mix Pro I can't even talk. LA Girl Pro Color Foundation Mixing Pigment. This is gonna neutralize the orange foundation, so I'm gonna just mix it up. I hate doing this with my fingers, but it is what it is. Just makes it a little bit more neutral. I'm going to put this all over my skin. After blending with a brush, I like to use a sponge. Oh my god, the lighting is changing so badly. I'm going to go into the cream bronzer and I'm going to show you guys where I apply that. I usually apply that right on top of my cheekbones like this, and I bring it up to my hairline and I just bring it down to my chin. Bring it to my chin and jawline. It just gives like warmth to it, and using a brush to blend it out just gives you a lot more control. So as you can see, this is a little bit more sculpted and this is flat because we use the full coverage foundation and it just covered up the entire face. So I'm gonna go back in. The sun is coming back, so it looks good. I'm gonna do my nose contour and I'm gonna drag it down the sides like this. I'm gonna do cream blush. I'm going to be applying that on the apples of my cheek, so right on top here, and I'm gonna bring it upwards like this. And then after that, I'm gonna do cream blush highlighter. I like to put it right in here. And I'm gonna let that sit down for a bit to dry down. I'm gonna go ahead and blend this out. So at this point, we've applied all the cream products. All we're gonna focus on is blending everything to look in sync, because there are definitely a lot of harsh lines on the face. So I'm going in with the cream contour brush and just blending any harsh lines over here. And then back in with a cream blush brush, no extra products, just kind of meshing or blending where the cream blush meets the lights. So I'm going to start setting the under eye area because that is where I crease first. So I'm just ironing out any creases. I'm using my pressed powder to set my under eye. You can just go in with your loose powder first, but I like to use pressed powder and my powder puff, and I'm just going to push the I'm setting everywhere that I apply the lighter concealer with my loose powder, but whenever I apply it on the powder puff, I just spread it out evenly and put it in. And I'm gonna set the bronzer, just putting that on top of where I applied the cream bronzer. For the eyes, I'm going to tight line with a black eyeliner. And then back into the eyeshadow palette with the light brown, and I'm going to use that to smoke it out. Powder blush on top of where I applied the cream blush. My face with a powder that is close to my skin tone, so everywhere I didn't apply powder to, I'm just gonna brush over this powder that's my skin tone. Just lightly put everything together. And finally, to set with the e.l.f. setting spray. Set the eyebrows in place, this is where I typically would apply some brow gel. At this point, you can use highlighter, which I'm going to be putting in my inner corners and my brow bone tip and the bridge of my nose and the high points of my cheekbones. I like to use a little mascara from my lower lash line. If you didn't apply false eyelashes, this is when you apply mascara. Typically apply mascara after you set your face, just prevents it from bleeding, because you never know when your mascara bleeds, and if it's waterproof, might as well apply before you set, but I always prefer applying my mascara after I set my face. So at this point, I'm gonna go ahead and line my lips. I'm using the Morphe lip liner in the shade Trendsetter. Using a brown lip liner just ties everything together. This makeup look typically goes with any lip color of choice. You can do a red lip for if you're going for something bold, probably for the night, or like you're going to the office, you have a special meeting and like you want your makeup to be bold and classy. If you're like typically just going for everyday work makeup, something really subtle, a lip gloss works so well. Or you can do a colored lip gloss. I love this pinky nude from Anastasia. I just put that at the center. It looks like my lip color, like really close. And I use the NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Creme Brulee, which is a pinky nude gloss. It's very subtle. It just looks really simple like this. So guys, this is the end of today's tutorial. I hope you found it useful. I apologize if it was a little bit long, but it was definitely worth it. The sun is out and it looks very good, very neutral and very soft. But thank you so much for watching. I will tag all the products that I used down below, and give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Take care guys. Bye.